Christmas time here in New York City, and believe me, it's the most wonderful time of the year. But there's still no place like home, at least for the hundreds of South Africans who've made the Big Apple their home.
My name is Marcel Mentor. I have lived in the USA for the last 18 and a half years now. I'm from Macassar in the Western Cape, and that's where I grew up and was raised.
Hello, my name is Tapelo Masita. I am a cellist living in New York City. I've been in New York for 6 years now and lived in the States for 11 in total.
New York, unlike other cities around the world, does not have a dedicated South African store, or at least a grocer that sells the must-have homebrewed items.
Just before COVID, there was, in fact, a South African branded store in the East Village. But even with the exchange rate, it was frightfully expensive. In the last year and a half, I would say, Amazon is now selling South African products. So I'll give you a classic example. I love eating rusks for breakfast, so I can get a 2-pack of Oma rusks, right, for $20 US a pack. So if we do the math, I think I'm paying 400 Rand for a box of rusk. I can get a bottle of Mrs. Ball's chutney, I think $12.
Marcel welcomed us into her home in Harlem, where she showed us her stash of South African luxuries in preparation for the cold Christmas months. But for others like Tapelo, well, he says in true South African style, we make a plan.
Well, I mean, ultimately we end up having to get used to what's here and we adapt. So sometimes there are some Mexican types of grain that we use, and you use that as a type of pulp. So you try and find whatever from the other cultures of people of color here in the States to make and create substitutions for what we've been used to from back home.
And as South Africans zip up for what's expected to be a bitterly cold winter, the joys of Christmas have not faded. For many South Africans, good food and great company plays an important role in the entire Christmas experience. And despite the challenges, there'll no doubt be some form of South African gathering with good food and good company. Jody Jacobs, New York.